Welcome back, everybody. It is another wonderful episode of Surviving Life's Pickles. We are so happy to hang out with you today. I'm joined today with my beautiful wife, Hillary. How are you?
I'm good. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
And everybody, we just want to say thank you again for taking the time out of your busy day today to listen to us this week, to enjoy the information we have, and hopefully take this information and share it with somebody that you love and you care about that you know could benefit from what we have today. We're just extremely grateful that all of you tune in every single week and we continue to grow every week because of you guys. And so thank you again for taking the time out of your busy lives to hang out with us during this episode. And before we dive into every one of our episodes, if you haven't listened before, we start off our episodes with something we're grateful for the day. And Hillary's going to go ahead and start us off today. And then we're going to roll into this.
Well, today I am grateful for my mom because I just have to give her a shout out. It's Mother's Day this coming weekend, and I really just have the best mom in the entire world that anybody could ever ask for. She is definitely one of my heroes and one of my biggest cheerleaders. And has always been there when I needed her, sometimes to my detriment, but for the most part, all in good. And I just I have this overwhelming gratitude for her and having her in my life. And yeah, I love my mom.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
yeah.
And happy Mother's Day to all of the wonderful moms listening this week. None of us would be here without you. So thank you for everything you've done for everybody. Well, my turn.
Okay.
Well, I'm really grateful for learning experiences. And learning experiences can be as little as learning a new way to do something
Yeah.
or trying to learn a new hobby. But it also can be a teaching moment when ourselves are teaching ourselves how to do something a better way
Okay.
and how to just roll with it. And sometimes you just got to listen to your body. Sometimes you just have to listen to yourself because we're always trying to evolve, we're always trying to grow, and our body is going to help us and give us these cues when certain things are needed. And so I am just grateful for learning experiences in general, as small as they can be or as big as they can be. Again, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for learning and knowledge and everything that I've done over my 45 trips around the sun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
What did your body teach you this week?
well, and so that's what we want to go into.
Oh, okay.
And it kind of rolls into so my gratitude rolls into so everybody, it is May.
Mm-hmm.
And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we just wanted to start it out this May with something that is very important to us. We've talked about it here a lot on the show. We've talked about it with other people. And we just thought, again, this is a good time to really start off Mental Health Awareness Month with some self care stuff.
Yeah.
And that goes into my gratitude. So we just got back from our annual vacation over to Colorado, where we rent a cabin for a week. We go to a show at Red Rocks, we hike, we mountain bike, and we relax. We have all of these things planned for this trip.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting snowed 3 out of the 6 days we were there,
I would say almost even 4.
and it just changed our schedule.
Yeah.
And I listened, and we both listened to our bodies when we were there, and our bodies just said, chill,
Yeah.
relax, enjoy this, enjoy the quiet, enjoy the peaceful. And we kind of just rolled with it. And my body taught me that it's okay to just hang out. It's okay to just be.
Yeah. And you struggle with that. You have a hard time sitting still. You have a hard time slowing down sometimes. I was really proud of you over over our vacation cuz I was worried you were gonna get a little stir crazy, but you actually did really well.
We just kinda just let it go, and, I mean, that really comes down to so you asked me this question, I think we were on the way
Mhm.
to our concert at Red Rocks, or might even have been standing in line because we are those people who are in the first couple people waiting in line to get into that show because it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But you asked me a question of, do you think that you live an authentic life 100% of the time? And this question really got me, guys. This question, you really think about it. You try to be an honest, you try to be an authentic person, vulnerable, all of these things, trustworthy that come with being authentic.
Mhm.
But the only people that can truly be authentic 100% of the time in this lifetime are those people who 100% live in the present.
Mhm.
They do not live in the past. They do not worry about the future. They live in the present, and that present moment is the only time. We know a couple people, and I mean, these people are very special people,
Yeah.
and we know them, and they live very authentic lives. People also like Buddha,
Mhm.
people like Jesus,
Gandhi.
Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela,
Yeah.
right? These people that you've probably heard of lived an authentic life 100% of the time. They didn't worry about what people had did to them in the past.
Yeah.
They did not worry what was coming. They worried about the then and the now and how they can get the most out of life at that moment in time. And that to me is being really authentic.
Yeah.
So when you asked me that question, I had to answer no because I can't be 100% authentic.
I think it's something that's really, really hard to
Yeah,
do.
it's something you have to again, back to the learning. You have to learn
Yeah.
how to do that. And for me, I just don't because there are things in my past that still get in my way
Yeah.
that I dwell on. There are things that I worry about in my future. And because I am worrying about these things or thinking about these things, that doesn't allow me to be present in the moment. And I have to say how grateful I am to be able to understand what that means and work towards it. I will never be perfect,
No.
but I can definitely be more present. And being present is a huge cornerstone to self care.
It is.
You have to be able to let the past go and not dwell on it. It is so detrimental to your mental health and your physical health to hold on to so many things from the past. But it's also just as detrimental to worry about nothing but what's coming up. What's the future hold? What's happening tomorrow? What's happening the next day?
Mhm.
Let it go. Yes, it's great to have a plan.
Mhm.
A plan still allows you to live in the present. You have a goal that you're going to work towards, and you have to be presently conscious every day to work towards that goal. So that's kind of, I'm not saying don't throw your past away. Your past has made you who you are.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying don't plan a great future because you need to plan one, but don't live there.
Mhm.
Live in the present. And you will if there's one thing that you could do this year of trying to be more present, which equates to being more authentic in your life, then try it. Pick one area, one category that you feel you can do that in
Mhm.
and focus on it.
I like that.
And so that's what I've been thinking about since you asked me that question.
Wow. That was a while ago. I thought that got totally on the put on the shelf. I mean, you answered it. We discussed it during the in the moment, and I just thought that I had left it there. But
Yeah. No,
I like that it stuck with you.
it's stuck with me and it just again it reiterates that to me that you know what, I'm here right now. There's nothing else that is more important than what's going on right now. Can I change what I'm doing right now? Absolutely. But what I'm doing right now is going to be the most important thing to me. And so that's kind of a little bit of self-care of how I wanted to roll into this, everybody, is I wanted to throw something new out there. And self-care is perspective. it is having that positive attitude. It's working towards something positive. I mean, if I could take self-care and sum it up in a different word, I would use perspective.
It's good. Yeah. I found something online that actually fits in with this really well right now, and I'm sorry if I'm gonna read it, but it says, "Through self-care, we figure out what we like and don't like. We learn how to be comfortable being alone with ourselves because it helps us learn to like and forgive ourselves for our weaknesses and embrace our strengths and become more self-compassionate."
Yeah.
I think that
Learning.
again, yeah, learning, being present, forgiveness.
Yeah,
It's definitely a whole nother way to look at self-care.
yeah. And so I wanted to run down the self-care categories again for everybody. And these are pretty staple self-care what we call these are the core self-care categories. And I just wanted to run through these really quick and then talk about a little, a couple things that we've tried new for doing our self-care because again, self-care doesn't have to be I'm getting pampered, I'm doing this. Self-care can be, you know what? I'm going to go for a walk by myself today. I don't want to take a dog or I'm going to take a dog and go for a walk. That's considered
Mhm.
self-care.
I'm gonna talk to my dog while we walk.
Yeah. So those are all different things. So the categories for core self care will start off as physical. We know this. We need to take care of our bodies, need to exercise, need to get out. Lots of things go into the physical. As far as like nutrition and working out, all those are incorporated into that physical category. The next one is emotional. We need to make sure that we're processing and expressing our feelings on a regular basis and learning how to do meditation. Like you were saying, I have a hard time sitting quiet. It's sometimes just sitting quiet.
Yeah.
The next one is the mental, the cognitive self care. And that's making sure you have a healthy outlook, trying new things, reading, practicing mindfulness, learning, all part of that mental cognitive. Social is interacting with loved ones, interacting with friends. And this means in person. This does not mean online. This means actually having a social interaction with somebody, getting out of your norm and going out and doing something together.
Volunteer
The
work
volunteer work
even.
falls right in there.
Yeah.
The next one is spiritual, and that is we just need to take care of the spiritual part of us. That's spending time doing religious activities, spending time studying our beliefs, spending time in nature, spending time reconnecting with others is all part of this spiritual part. Environmental is it's creating a calm and safe, organized space to live and work. So, environmental self care could be reorganizing a room in your house, could be cleaning
Mhm.
your house, as simple as that.
Yeah. I personally feel so much more calm when my area around me is neat and organized and clean. It actually calms me down when I am in a neat and clean place. When things are all over the place, my house is dirty or my space is dirty and unorganized, I feel anxious and chaotic. So,
And yeah,
absolutely, it is a self-care thing for me to clean and to keep things neat and organized.
yeah.
So, yeah,
And the final one is the financial one. A lot of people don't put finances in self care,
they forget about this one.
but finances are one of our biggest stressors. And so self-care options for finances is sitting down and, putting together a plan, setting realistic goals, paying the bills, just making sure everything's done. All these are financial self-care things that need to be done because if you ignore them, then things worse can happen. So you need to have a plan. And as far as self-care goes, those are the big categories and we wanted to hit on it. I mean, we've talked about how you can take a bath and we talked about how you can relax.
Mhm.
But like I started off this show, it started off by self care can be learning. Okay.
Mhm.
That's that mental thing. And so we did something interesting. I've kind of always wanted to do it. And for us, when we were on our vacation, we ended up buying a full set of crystal singing bowls. I've always been intrigued by them. I absolutely love the power of the sound and how it can heal you.
Mhm.
And so we decided to buy some bowls and learn how to play them so that we can, one, do our own sound bath healing journeys together for
Mhm.
our family, but also learn a new skill
Mhm.
and share that with others.
Absolutely.
And so here we are. We buy these sound bowls, and I said we got kind of snowed out a little bit. So we're sitting in our cabin. It's snowing outside. The fire's going in the stove, and we are just jamming out on our sound bowls.
If you wanna however much you can jam out to
Yeah.
sound bowls, but
So
zen out. We were zenning out.
so me and Hillary took turns. We watched some videos. We learned some different techniques,
Found some things that we were doing wrong.
found some things doing wrong, found some things we were doing right.
Yeah.
And then we took turns playing for each other. And I'll be 100% honest, I enjoyed playing and got as much out of playing as I did listening.
Me too.
I was able to, and I've heard other people talk about this who actually do this on a regular basis. Uh, when you're doing these sound baths and these sound journeys is what we call them, because you're just following the sound through time at that present moment. I was able to create my own.
Yeah.
I knew what energy I could feel. Kind of, I wanted something a little more or upbeat, or I wanted something a little more calm, or I wanted something really drawn out to slow down. And I was able to create that in that space.
Mhm.
And it was something magical.
One thing that I love about sound bowls is the vibrations that they make and how you can actually feel the full vibrations all the way through your body. And when you're playing them, you're feeling that vibration even 10 times more than if you're just sitting and listening to it. And that aspect of the singing bowls is my most favorite is those vibrations. And so when I'm playing them, I'm feeling the vibrations even more.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and I wanted to go back to this just so I can kind of recap this for everybody. I mean, sound bowls can be used for so many different ways. But when we're doing it, we're getting physical
mhm,
self care, we're getting emotional, we're getting mental, we're getting social because we're together, we're getting spiritual, we're creating an environment.
mhm.
The only thing it doesn't check the boxes for self care is the finances part because they cost money.
Yeah. If anything, that might be a little bit on the downside, but
But other than that, when we did this, it really checked every one of those boxes for us at a different time in a different way, but we were able to grow, learn, experience, feel, and relax
mhm,
by choosing a new activity to learn.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And I'm so excited that now we own our own set and now we can start learning more. And hopefully down the road, we'll do some kind of surviving lice pickles, sound bath retreat and meet people in a space and invite people to come over. I think it would be incredible. And I'm excited to play dual bowls
Mhm.
with my friend Andy. I'll be reaching out to Andy here shortly. If you're listening, Andy, we're going to sit down and it's just something. The other thing for me with the sound bowls is there's not a lot of guys
There's not. There's a
do it.
lot of women that do it, but there's very few men that do it.
And so now I'm excited that I have another tool that I can share that has helped me with other men and other people. So
Yeah.
super exciting. And this is what we wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about is different ways to explore your self-care because self-care is thrown around a lot. And the first thing you go to is, oh, I got to go get a manicure or I got to go to the spa. It's not that.
Yeah. Or I gotta take a bath
Yeah.
or which is
They're all good.
are good things, but sometimes you need to broaden your horizons.
Yeah,
So
and expand. And so, think outside the box as you're thinking about your self-care. The other one is we like to listen to audiobooks. We've talked about that a lot on our show, and we split the time this time between two audiobooks, a fiction one that was very good, very captivating, really got your attention, you wanted to pay attention, and then we are also listening to our friend Amber Washington's memoir that she wrote and going back and forth between the two, and it was, again, it was great self-care time because we're learning and sharing experiences through Amber and what she went through as she's telling her story, but then we get to go over and listen to this other one and totally just check out of our physical world and enter this other world with these characters and really enjoy that time. So that in itself is another amazing way that you guys can do self-care. It's not all self-help books, right? You don't have to always listen to self-help books,
Yeah.
but it's good to have a mix, mix it up, do a little bit of both.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed mixing it up, and I was a little hesitant because I love my audiobooks and I love just diving in and getting into the story, but I did actually enjoy switching it up this time.
Yeah,
So
well,
going back and forth from it.
yeah,
So,
that was good.
um, as I was doing kind of a deep dive into self-care, mental health needs, and what we've been the whole topic that we've been talking about is identifying your needs. So that can be one of the first steps of self-care. Identify the areas of your life that are most neglected. So whether it's sleep, whether it's nutrition, whether it's connection, downtime, the first step of self-care is actually identifying what you're
Yeah.
what you're gonna be looking for when
Well,
you're looking at self-care.
and with that, as we were talking, it might not jump out at you. You might just have to be still and be quiet for a minute and listen to yourself and let your body and let your mind kind of tell you
Mhm. I
what
think
that looks like.
I think a lot of people, once they sit down and actually think on it of, "Okay, what are my needs right now? What areas of my life are stressing me out the most? Is it work? Is it family? Is it school? Is it" you can kinda look at those things and be like, "Okay, if it's work, maybe I need a vacation. If it's family, maybe I
I need a vacation.
I need if it's well, I mean, you've got the mom that's got 4 kids. She's stay-at-home mom. That's a really hard time to find some self-care, so I think the moms will revert to the quiet time. Get away from the house, get away from the kids, go for a walk, go shopping, go take a bath, shut the door for for 10 minutes. But if it's a construction worker, for example, what would your suggestion be for somebody who's burnt out at work or they're not meeting their quotas or
Well, again, it's sit down and it's listen.
yeah, sit
I
down.
mean, your physical body might be burned out
Mhm.
or your mental capacity might be burned out, and you gotta differentiate the two, and you can have both at the same time, but you've got to figure out which one is really weighing on you and hit that one first.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and it's really funny you say this, and so sometimes it's you need to just get out of the situation, right? Just get away from that type of thing. I was just looking through pictures,
Mhm.
and we laughed about this when it happened, and this is a perfect little story to tell right here, is sometimes we try. We went on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I didn't have to take my work phone, didn't have to anything. We're all checked out. We go to the beach on the first day. We get all set up on the beach. I hear that familiar noise of that reverse alarm beeping on construction equipment. I look over and there's a freaking loader on the beach moving sand to clear it out for some volleyball tournament or some crap.
And I remember you saying, "I still can't get away from work."
Here I am trying to get away from all this stuff and I didn't. So it's make the best of the situation too.
Yeah.
You got to laugh it off because, those type of things happen. Sometimes you just can't get away from work at all. It's everywhere around you. If you work with people, there's always going to be people around. So it's adjusting and it is finding what you need because seeing a loader on the beach is a little bit different than seeing a loader at a construction site. I mean, it's different
Yeah.
and it's okay. So it's
You didn't have to go run it,
no,
so
and it's
or fix it.
it comes down to don't take yourself so seriously sometimes.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But I had to share that because that was funny that we're like, "Hey, we need to get out of situations," and here I am right back in it.
Yeah.
I mean, halfway around the world.
Yep. I love that one. That totally rolls into the next, section is choosing small, sustainable actions.
Yeah,
So,
small,
yeah,
small.
start small. 5 minutes of mindful breathing, 10-minute walk, journaling before bed, taking a nap, little
Rubbing your significant other's feet.
yeah, just small little things. Taking a yoga class,
Yeah,
just choose small
small.
sustainable actions. And then it kind of rolls into scheduling it. You actually do need to schedule self-care for yourself.
If you don't, you just won't do it.
Exactly.
That's what happens.
You just won't do it. Life is busy, life is chaotic, things always come up. You have a set schedule for work, you have a set schedule for at home. Set 10, 20 minutes, whatever you can do to set aside some time for you.
Yeah. Well, and that's something we talked about when we were on our trip. I mean, this trip, like I said, we do this every year, and it's kind of our good reset, and it's perfect time of the year. It's in springtime, and this time we made some decisions. We've been on up and down trying to get back in a routine with us working out and with us eating good, and we were able to sit down and make some decisions about okay, we're going to start doing this type of meal planning together as a family, and we're going to start setting these times up aside for ourselves every day this week and kind of working out that. And we got to do it because what happened, like I said, if you don't put it on the schedule, you're just going to blow over like it's not important.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's
So,
making yourself a priority is self-care.
yeah, making it a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
This is my time. So, and if you tell everybody, then they'll understand. Okay, mom's going to take 10 minutes, dad's going to take 10 minutes, brother, sister's going to take 10 minutes. This is their set time for them to do what they need for them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, big thing for me is everybody used to know that, all right, dad gets home, he works out, then we do dinner, all that. And now it's kind of getting back into that routine of, okay, guess what? Dad gets home, he's going to work out, then we're going to do dinner.
Mhm.
And or we're just going to have to adapt back to that pattern.
Mhm.
And hopefully that the boys will kind of go back into it.
Yeah. If they're
And
hungry when you get home, tell them to eat a snack.
well, so I mean, with mental health and physical health and all of these things too, something that just really came to mind I do wanted to hit on today is being the example for those around you.
Mhm.
And you have to, if you learn and you show outwardly how to take care of yourself, how you do your own self care, making sure that those around you see this, it is going to inspire them to start doing more stuff for them.
Absolutely.
I got the amazing opportunity. I have waited for this day for 13 years. But this weekend, I got to go mountain biking on the mountain trails with one of the boys,
Mm.
and he loved it. And I've been waiting for this moment to happen.
For a while.
Finally here. I'm so excited that he's wants to join the mountain bike team and start everything this coming year. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's because he's seen that that makes me happy. He's seen that that is my happy spot. That calms me down. It gives me physical exercise. It gives me mental capacity. It gives me everything. And he's seen that because I've always done it. And so now he wants to be part of it. And it's fun.
Yeah.
And so being an example and taking care of yourself is the best thing you can do to teach your family members and your kids how to do it for themselves.
Absolutely. Uh, that also rolls right into our next little snippet of this is setting boundaries to protect your routine. So similar like you were saying before with when dad gets home, I'm going to work out and then we're going to cook dinner is setting those clear-cut boundaries so that you can you're communicating, learning to say no, things like that that this is something that is important to me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, setting those boundaries, talking about them,
yeah.
letting everybody know that, hey, I'm going to do this.
Mhm.
This is why.
Mhm.
And I would really appreciate your support of making this time or maybe helping out doing something else. It's
Or just even giving yourself some accountability. Like,
yeah,
"Hey, I need your help to do the dishes while I go take 10 minutes." Yeah. Just setting those clear boundaries, but also communicating that that's something that you need.
yeah.
So,
And they'll understand.
yeah.
And then when they need that time, they can do the same back. And it really starts a symbiotic relationship between everybody. As you start setting these boundaries, they become very healthy
Mhm.
and very productive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not just, oh, well, dad's got to go do this. And now we got to wait. It's like, no, dad's going to go do this. So I'm going to take care of this right now. So setting those boundaries is a very healthy way on how to actually build up relationships, build up trust, build up communication skills, all of the above.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's amazing, really, what making self care a priority is. Our trainer, Vern, said this multiple times. He's like, you know what? You have 30 minutes a day, 2 to 3 times a week to take care of yourself.
Mhm.
You're going to be in better physical shape. You're going to have a better outlook because you work in your body. You're getting the mental as well.
Mhm.
And it's amazing what changes. And he's very on it
Mhm.
when it comes to making sure people are staying on task and that stuff. And if you're not in it, then he doesn't really want to be your trainer because you're not setting that boundary for yourself and holding yourself accountable. And so it is something that good trainers, good life coaches, good friends, good family members are going to do. They're going to hold that boundary for you
Mhm.
when you set it and say, "Hey, I'm going to do this for myself." They're going to encourage it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But that's just a good relationship to have all around, whether it's with your trainer or whether it's with your spouse or your friend, those people that will hold you accountable and keep those boundaries with you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it kind of goes down to, okay, one thing we didn't talk about is how important sleep is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sleep, as far as self care, is very top of the list.
yeah.
One thing that happened on this trip,
Mhm.
we didn't have any alarms. We didn't have to get up at any certain time.
Yeah.
We didn't have to go to bed at any certain time. What we did is we didn't really pay attention to the clock, at least I didn't. And we just went by feel. Like when we were tired, we went to bed.
Yeah.
And I was able to get enough sleep and my body was awakened at the right time and I was ready for the day.
Mhm.
And it's great when you don't have those stresses of, oh man, I got to get up at this time. I have to do this. It's just let your body run its natural course. You feel so much better.
Mhm.
So with self-care, maybe for you this month is exploring a little bit of what that natural rhythm is, what time your body likes to go to bed, what time it likes to wake up, and maybe start adjusting your schedule to fit your body's natural Arcadia rhythm. Because if you can do that, I'll tell you what, wow, life's going to be different.
Yeah.
Life's gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be changed for the better.
Mhm. Sleep has always been my number one, and that was always a non-negotiable for me, even when you first met me. I've always put my sleep as a priority because it just even when I was a little kid, I was the one that would sleep in the morning, and I was not a morning person, and I my body just tells me very quickly when I don't have enough sleep, and I just don't function at 100% when I don't have enough sleep. So that's always been something that's important to me. And when I have busier times where I don't get that sleep that I need,
She gets grumpy.
oh yeah, you see it. You see it. And my family sees it and I feel it. So that sleep is a very, very important
Very,
one.
very important one.
Mhm.
And people don't realize that. I still sometimes struggle with it, but when I get a good night's sleep, I realize how important it is, and I try to make it more of a priority. And so I'm gonna put that at the top of the list as we're talking about a few of these things for people maybe to look at areas in your life. That one is a huge one.
Mhm.
Huge one. I mean, yeah, we all say we'll sleep when we're dead, just like the Bon Jovi song. But guess what? If we don't sleep and get our body the natural rest and everything it needs, it's going to break down. I want to use our wonderful dear friend Frankie, for an example.
Mhm.
That guy was on for 25 years. He was on a screwed up morning schedule. He was getting up at 3 a.m. He was going to bed at 10 p.m. I mean, he was all over the place with his radio schedule.
Yeah.
And he was starting to really, I mean, you could see it. And we seen him a few weeks ago. And just looking at him now, that he has been on a complete, regular, he determines the sleep schedule for over a year now.
Yeah.
The guy looks younger.
Oh, yeah, he looks 10 years younger.
He's got more energy. He's happier.
Mhm.
So he is this walking billboard for what good sleep really can do for somebody. I mean,
Mhm.
you will become it is the fountain of youth in a way. It will make you look younger because your body has time to heal.
Yeah. Hey, supermodels are said to sleep 10 hours a day. So,
Well, it's because all they do is walk up and down the aisle.
yeah,
It's fine.
but they're actually recommended to sleep 10 hours a day because it's supposed to help sustain your youth. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
So I'm just throwing it out there. Sleep, wonderful thing to start looking at. Look inward, look outward at the people in your life. Talk to them about sleep and see if you can make some adjustments to get the little bit better quality of sleep. It's not necessarily we're saying you need to sleep more.
Mhm.
It's well, you need to sleep quality.
Yeah.
Everybody's rhythms differently. And if you can sleep during that key rhythm time where your body sits, it will perform better.
Yes. Mhm.
So
Yeah. Well, and even being careful not to sleep too much because I can get in that habit sometimes too of sleeping in too much and lagging and feeling tired all the time. So it is finding that good balance of good sleep, making sure that you're not sleeping all the time
yeah.
or not getting enough sleep.
And it is. It's just listening to what your body and doing some research. Maybe even talking with your daughter to do a sleep study. Your doctor, not your daughter, your doctor.
Your doctor.
You need to talk with your doctor about doing a sleep study just so you can figure out what that natural rhythm is for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Another one that people don't often think about, and we say it all the time here, is therapy.
yeah,
Therapy is a form of self-care.
in multiple ways. I mean, mental, social, spiritual,
Hmm.
physical, even.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, you can, I mean, even if it's just, if you're like for me, I mean, I've had a lot of therapy. And there's times where I feel like I'm in a good spot, but there's just like a few things that are gnawing at me or bugging me or things that I just can't get past. And you can just do like a check in with a therapist
Well, it's like
and
I do my every quarter. I
yeah,
do a check in.
like doing check
I
ins.
have it set up. I do it every 3 months,
Yeah.
no matter how I'm feeling.
Yeah. I went a couple of years without doing therapy and then I went back and did a few sessions and then felt like I was in a good stable place again and then I went a few more months and then I felt, okay, I'm going to do one more check-in just to
Mm.
make sure that we're back to good, you know. And so just even if you don't necessarily feel like your life is falling apart, y- therapy doesn't have to be for the 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 crisis times in your life. It can also be something beneficial, even if just things are good.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's just talking it out. It's going over new scenarios and just working through. Sometimes you just don't know, and sometimes you just need to sit down and talk things out with somebody. And you're like, oh, maybe that was a problem. Okay, now it's fixed.
mhm,
So therapy is a huge self care thing for sure.
yeah.
So well, and so one thing I wanted to hit, we talked about, it's always s- at the first of the year. Everybody talks about New Year's resolutions, like it's a reset.
Yeah.
So we're talking a little bit about this trip to Colorado, and we do this. We do this at least once a year. Sometimes twice, at least once.
Yeah.
And this trip for us is always a big reset.
Mhm.
And it is, hey, we have been rocket ships for the last 6 months with my job, with launching the nonprofit, with as busy as our speaking events and our teaching has become. I mean, this week we have an event almost every single day this week. And we were just kind of like, whoa, and we needed that reset. And so we were able to go through each one of these categories literally and do a full reset.
We were.
And I wanted to elaborate. Again, this is one thing that got nixed because of the snow and the cold weather, but Red Rocks Amphitheater is one of the most special, most wonderful places on this planet.
Mhm.
One, it was naturally made.
Yes.
It has some of the most amazing natural acoustics in the world.
Mhm.
It was recognized as a wonder of the natural wonder of the world until just a couple years ago because they've done too many man-made add-ons. So now it's not a natural wonder of the world. But this place is magical.
It is.
And we were sitting in line, and even the guy next to us, he's lived in Colorado for 25 years. He goes to concerts at handfuls, 3 to 6 to 12 a year at Red Rocks. And he's like, it never gets old.
Yeah.
Every time he's waiting in line, he feels it. Every time that first person comes on stage, he feels it. When you walk into the amphitheater itself, you feel it. It is such a magical place. So we go there and it resets us.
Mhm.
We're able
It's our
to
Disneyland.
we're able to cry.
Mhm.
Good cries, bad cries. We're able to get the physical because we're able to dance and just let out all of that energy.
Yeah.
We're able to have that emotional reset because we're connecting with Mother Nature. We're connecting in this place that was so specially designed for us here, and we get to partake of it. It's just amazing. We're resetting our mental because we're letting all the troubles go away and we're living in the moment. We're listening to good music. We're processing. Our bodies are vibrating. And then that expands because everybody else in that place is having similar experiences and all the bodies vibrating
Mhm.
at those frequencies makes this place just, I mean, it takes your breath away
Mhm.
when music builds in certain aspects and during different songs with different artists because everything just builds up and it's just like, oh my gosh, we're all here together on this.
Mhm.
And then we all take a big breath and just like,
Yeah.
and so, I mean, this was such an amazing trip for us, even though it definitely didn't go. I mean, I broke my bike on the first day. It snowed. We had Rufus with us, and he got scared of the elk. We had so
We got rained on at Red
got
Rocks.
rained on, but overall, we just did what our body was saying. And Red Rocks just reset it all for us. It didn't matter that we were there in the rain.
No.
It didn't matter that we didn't know the very first opener. We were there to enjoy.
Mhm.
We enjoyed the people around us.
Yeah.
We enjoyed the music. We
The
enjoyed the
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
Mhm.
Even by the end of the night, it was just, you just took a breath and said, thank you.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, that we got to experience that
It's
place.
it's our special place. For some people it's the beach, for some people it's the mountains, for some people
It's Disneyland.
it's
Okay. We get it. What we
yeah,
don't get it, but
yeah.
whatever.
But yeah, it's our special place for sure.
And so we come back and we're just refreshed. And one reason we wanted to do this episode a little bit for you all today is we wanted to throw some of this stuff that had been revisited for us. Not that we had relearned it, but we revisited on how to take some steps to be in the self care world for ourselves
Mhm.
and how it can be small,
Yeah.
how it can be big, how one thing can hit multiple aspects of what you're needing in your life.
Mhm.
And we want to challenge all of you to start looking. It is May, it's Mental Health Month. Let's be aware of each other. Let's ask each other how we're doing. Let's look at ourselves and what we're doing for ourselves to make sure we're staying at that level with our mind, taking care of our brain, taking care of our body, and making sure that we're functioning at that 100% each day.
Yeah.
And I hope that you guys have been able to listen to some of this today and say, hey, maybe I could try that. Or,
Mhm.
hey, maybe I need to look into that. And that's what this is all about. Guys, we've talked about this. We named the podcast Surviving Life's Pickles because we've all been stuck in that pickle, some sweet, some sour, some in the middle. and we've all survived them. But we need to share these experiences. And when it comes to mental health, this, in my opinion, and others that we have visited with, sharing your personal stories is the very best way to connect with somebody.
It is.
The very best way to help somebody understand that you care, help somebody understand that mental health is important, help somebody understand that recovery is possible, all comes from us sharing our stories.
Mm.
That's why we felt like today we wanted to sit down and share a little bit of our story of our vacation because it was our reset.
Yeah.
And we did learn things. We were able to experience new things, try new things, and come back motivated and ready to expand on these things.
Mm.
And so here we are navigating life's challenges with you guys by sharing our stories of what's happened in our lives over the last couple of weeks and some of the learning experiences we've had to share them with you. So hopefully it inspires you to go out and seek your experiences, seek your new hobbies, or try something that we've talked about because it interests you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what surviving life's pickles is all about, is doing it together, taking a bite out of every pickle and seeing which ones we like the best.
Yeah. Or or figuring your way out of the pickles as
Yeah.
well too.
Or I mean, figuring it out. So
Yeah.
thank you everybody for really tuning in. We appreciate you letting us share our stories with you because we know that it can help. Because when people have shared their stories with us, it has helped us.
Yeah. When when you are vulnerable with someone else, it allows them to be vulnerable with you.
Yeah. So, the challenge after every episode that we do this is I want you to take this episode and I want you to share it with somebody. There is somebody in your life, family, friend, coworker, stranger on the street that you met today at the gas station. They're like, hey, he needs to hear about this.
You need some self-care.
He needs some self care. So take this episode and share it with them. Tell them about the podcast. Tell them about the community we're building. Let them know about things that are going on because we couldn't do it without you guys. We love doing this and we love getting the feedback and love seeing new people subscribe and love seeing new things come up. We're so excited. Like I said, but this week we have an event every day this week.
We do.
Next week we've got one and it's just getting busy. And we are so grateful that we are able to share these stories
Yeah.
with everybody. We're able to navigate challenges together as a community, as this beautiful pickle posse that we are creating. And we couldn't do it without you guys and you guys sharing this information with your loved ones and friends. So, everybody, we cannot wait to see you again next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until we see you again, keep that head up, keep a smile on your face, and know that you're
A big deal.